this is not the one. We are going to the real Louvre now.
So today is our last day in Paris. It's actually our third day here, and we have a few spots to visit in the city, starting with the Louvre Museum. It would obviously be very nice to go in there, but we have decided that we'll explore the place outside, look at the building from the outside, and maybe visit Mona Lisa another time in life.
The Eiffel Tower. We have finally made it to the pyramids. This is the real Louvre.
So this behind us is the Louvre Museum. There's a very beautiful glass pyramid here, which is actually the entrance to the museum. And you see that entire big building all around. It's all part of the same museum campus. But the most interesting bit is that the museum is underground. So when you go down the pyramid steps, that's when you enter the museum. And right now the museum is oddly closed. It's still not open. There's a very long queue all around and nobody knows what time this is going to open up. The last few days we've been reading news reports about a theft that occurred in the area. Apparently some jewels were taken from one of the core chambers within the museum. So there's a lot of monetary loss, there's a lot of follow-up that happened, but they haven't quite found the jewels yet. So it was pretty crazy to hear that something like that happened.
It would have been really nice to go inside and see, but even from outside it looks really nice. This building is really old and they have statues on top of each pillar which runs all around the building here. The arches, they're intricately designed. There's something or the other at each corner which you can stare at.
We would have loved to stand there and take pictures. The iconic pyramid photo that a lot of people take. But the problem is it's so many people there and the queue's not moving yet. We don't know when we'll get to take an empty picture. So this is just a quick stop. We're actually on our way to the Seine River where I want to show Shish the Notre Dame Cathedral.
Our stops here in Paris will be really short because it gets really cold if you stand still for a long time. So we keep walking.
Oh, that's why. Look, there's a protest inside. A strike. And that's why people are not able to go in and see Mona Lisa or any of the other good stuff in the museum. I guess strikes must be pretty common in France. We read about it in the news a few times. So that was clearly some unplanned sightseeing for us. Didn't expect to see a strike, a protest inside the Louvre Museum. I don't think I've ever seen a protest happen inside like an important place like that.
Yeah,
before.
it's usually outside.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're heading into the city center to see Notre Dame.
Namir has been telling me about this place since he came to Paris. Like, there's a shop called La Du Falafel. I had here 12 years back. We should have falafel here. You should try it. He planned today the entire itinerary just around this one shop. So I think we should go and eat it and see if it's worth the hype Namir created.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was really nice. It's just that I thought she should enjoy it too. But there are so many places on this road that are selling similar menu items.
Merci. Thank you. Okay. It's so big. This pita bread is stuffed with a lot of items and a lot of sauces. I think this has to be one of the best falafel sandwiches we've had. The falafels are so crispy and it's still hot and nice. And he sprinkled a lot of chili sauce on top. Yeah, spicy. I said yes. This is amazing. It's too good. I want to have the entire thing myself now.
So my cousins actually brought me here 12 years ago to this very same place, and since then this has been lingering on my mind for so long. We knew we had to come back and try it. It's 10 euros, so the price has definitely increased a lot from the last time I was here. However, it's still a good deal. So we just went inside the Notre Dame Cathedral and we learned a few things about the cathedral while in there. First thing is it was built in the 12th century, so it's very old. And in 2019 there was actually a very big fire that nearly destroyed parts of the cathedral completely, but it somehow survived. And over the last few years of continuous restoration, they've finally sort of built it back into what it used to be. At least the inside we could see was very beautiful.
The inside of the cathedral looked quite different from the other cathedrals we have been to in the past. When you enter, it looks like a long, narrow church. There's a hall on the right side as well as the left side. The most beautiful part was the stained glasses. We could see two very big rose glasses on either side of the church.
And somehow those miraculously survived the fire. So it was actually very nice that it's still there.
Even the chandeliers inside, they were all shaped like candles and it looked very grand.
So the cathedral actually houses two very important pieces of Christianity. One is called the crown of thorns, the crown that actually the Romans had put on Jesus's head at the time of his crucifixion. And the second one is an actual nail that was used in the cross while crucifying Jesus. So both of those are here inside this. So we just walked up to this very cool building called the Pantheon. It's built in a very Roman fashion. I think it's from a long time ago, but it also seems to be a very busy government building now, or some kind of an entertainment venue or a museum. So after we saw that, we've now been walking down on this street. We're on the southern side of River Seine.
And this part of town doesn't look very busy, doesn't look very touristy. It looks like there are a lot of college kids around because there are universities around here.
Anyway, the reason why we came to this particular road
is because we are searching for a good macaron. It's our last day in France and we can't leave France without eating a macaron.
Or is it pronounced macaroon? I'm not really sure.
Shops were there. We found it. We found it. Macarons. Which one do you want? I'm having chocolate.
I'm curious to try either pistachio or rose. So what are we getting?
We're getting one chocolate macaron and one raspberry macaron.
There are so many flavors. Look at that. It all looks like there are laddus positioned on about here.
Yes. They're so tiny.
This is how small they are. But each one is worth 130 rupees.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It better be good.
crunchy outside and inside it's really thick chocolate. So you can enjoy your bite from the beginning till the end. The taste stays for a long time.
Okay, so I've got the raspberry macaron. Wow, it's very delicious. The outer crust is very crunchy and feels like a tiny little burger. And as soon as you bite into the crunchy top layer, inside the first bun layer of the burger on both sides, it's a very soft, crunchy biscuit-like thing. But as you get to the center filling, it's a very jelly, raspberry jelly-like thing. It's really good. It's so soft and delicate to eat. In the UK, we saw red color telephone boxes, iconic and everywhere. But then in France, in Paris specifically, it's this one.
Green.
It's a green tower, kind of looks like that, and it has advertisements on it, and the whole thing is usually continuously spinning. A few of them have been pretty stationary like this one, but a few of them have been spinning around.
Yep.
But this is pretty much all over the city. Everywhere you look around, there's at least one of them. There's one here, there's one there on the other side of the road, there's another one on that side of the road. So it's everywhere. I wonder in which year this began as a thing that it's still been around, because these don't look very new. They look like they're from a much older design era. This is probably the most popular street in the whole city. This road leads up all the way to the Eiffel Tower. So everybody comes here for some pictures and photo sessions. And we just clicked a few of our own now.
We're back at the Eiffel Tower right in time and the lights are on.
Hope you enjoyed exploring Paris with us, and we'll see you again in the next vlog. Bye.
Subscribe! 24,000 steps.